Coming up on Wave TV, Patrick Bailey tells us the latest about wearing masks in school, and I tell you about what's going on with South Carolina's federal unemployment benefits. Good morning, Somerville. I'm Marley Bassett. Today is Friday, May 14th, and Wave TV starts now.
4, 3, 2.
Late Tuesday afternoon, Governor Henry McMaster issued an executive order directing the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control to create a form allowing students to opt out of wearing protective face coverings in school. This form is now available to all fully vaccinated students. If you have been vaccinated with both doses and would like to opt out of wearing masks in school, have you or your parents fill out the form on both dd2.org or scdhec.gov. Remember that unless your name is added to the school-wide spreadsheet, face coverings will be required in the buildings. Stay safe, Somerville. For Wave TV, I'm Patrick Bailey.
As COVID cases continue to decrease, more employees are heading back to work, but several businesses are facing severe staff shortages. Critics are blaming this on the federal unemployment aid that still exists.
People are seeing rising costs of goods, and small businesses can't hire workers because of the continued additional federal unemployment assistance.
Currently, unemployment aid ranges from $131 to $326 a week, with an extra $300 a week now due to the pandemic. Some state leaders are now ending the extra unemployment aid, which is the case in South Carolina. Last week, Henry McMaster announced that South Carolina would end their participation in federal unemployment benefit programs that are related to the pandemic by June 30th. McMaster ordered this due to workforce shortages in the state, which he says is caused by the extra unemployment benefits. By getting more South Carolinians back to work, McMaster says that the state economy will be improved and more businesses will be fully staffed for the summer tourism season. Some critics say, however, that this could be a mistake and that lower jobs are related to the fact that most workers were making more off of unemployment benefits than they were at their previous jobs.
Mr. President, do you believe enhanced unemployment benefits had any effect on diminishing a return to work in some categories?
No, nothing measurable.
By ending these benefits, the number of people employed will not increase, but that the jobs report will continue to fall below expectations until wages are raised. However, as conditions continue their return to normal, almost everyone expects to see more and more jobs being added and unemployment numbers continuing to lower. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Marley Bassett.
Thank you, Patrick, for telling us the latest on the governor's decision about wearing masks in school. Next, Dylan Rosario gives us an encouraging message, and Seth Stacy tells us about the possible student vaccination clinic going on here at school.
Good morning, Somerville. SHS faculty has been sending out emails and voice messages about a potential vaccine clinic for students. As of right now, there is no confirmed date for a vaccine clinic to be held, but if a clinic was held at school, here's what it would look like. The clinic would most likely be held in the main gym in order to vaccinate as many people as possible. Before getting vaccinated, you'll have to sign a bunch of paperwork. Boring. After filling out the paperwork, you would sit down at a table with a certified nurse and get your shot. Don't worry, the shot is the most painless part about the process, ironically. After your shot, you would sit down for 15 minutes just to make sure you don't have a negative reaction. Congratulations, you're 50% protected. The school would set up a date 4 weeks later to come back and get your next vaccine. After your first vaccine, your arm will most likely be sore. The second dose could have side effects anywhere from dizziness, tiredness, fatigue, and a rash around the injection site. Hopefully, the school will plan for the student body to have side effects and excuse those who fall ill. If you would like this to become reality, I highly recommend filling out the survey. Let's work hard to stay healthy these last few weeks, Somerville. Reporting from Wave TV, I'm Seth Stacy.
Hey, Somerville. It's Dylan Rosario. As you should know, I'm pretty famous or whatever. So at this time, I would ask that you stop being on your phone or doing work for just a minute. There's no silly segment or crazy costume, just me. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and with that, I would like to say, first off, I'm proud of you. No one says it, but the strongest thing you can do is wake up. You don't realize it, but when you wake up, you choose to live. You choose to start the day rather than end it. And for that, you are so strong. To face the world of darkness and its problems, that takes strength. I know it's hard. To that, I want you to know that you are worth it. Whether you have clinical depression, anxiety, OCD, or bipolar disorder, whether you are going through sad times or at a tough point in your life, you are worth it. Don't let anyone tell you that you are not worth love or affection. Don't let anyone tell you that you are not worthy of joy. Because just by existing, you are worth love. So much love. I know in this day and age, people tend to feel ugly inside and out. But you are beautiful. As common as self-image issues are, you are beautiful. You don't have that ugly nose or weird hips that you say to yourself you have. You don't have that stupid outfit or crazy hair like others may say about you. You are beautiful. Not only on the outside, but within. You are strong, brave, sweet, intelligent, and amazing. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. Yes, it's hard, but you will get through it. I know you will. Before I go, there's 3 things I want you to promise me. First, to eat and drink. I know self-image issues and eating disorders can destroy a lot, especially in the way of nutrients, but at least eat once for every meal, whether it's a cracker or an actual meal. Eat and stay hydrated. Number 2, talk to people. It is so important to keep in communication. Staying silent does nothing but contain yourself in your own head. Stop lying to yourself and saying you don't want your friends to be bothered. If they were really your friends, they wouldn't care the time, place, or situation. They will be there. And number 3, the most important one, look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. Self-love is the most powerful thing anyone can possess. You know what? Right now, whether it's a whisper in your head or out loud and proud for all to hear, say I love myself because I'm amazing and worthy of it. Because you are. Thank you for listening. And remember that you are worthy of all things. Love, joy, and self-appreciation. For Wave TV, this is Dylan Rosario, lovingly signing off.
Thank you, Dylan. Mental health is always important. And thank you, Seth, for giving us some insight on the student vaccination clinic. Closing out our show, Mike Hicks shows our nurses some appreciation, and Isaac Cinnamon gives us our spring sports report.
Hello, Somerville. Last week we celebrated teachers and their dedication. We also spoke to the nurses to get the inside scoop of what it's like to be a nurse during these trying times.
I think the hardest part would just be not knowing how best to help a student or a person that's sick and what they need. The easiest part, I guess the best part is just the relationship and having a relationship with the students or the person you're helping.
Recently, the nurses have moved to room 132, closer to the office with an addition of an isolation room. We also discussed what you can do as a student to make the nurse's job a little easier.
For right now, I guess it would be to follow the rules, wear your mask, stay apart, stay well, stay healthy, and things like that.
Thank you, Nurse Murphy, for your time. Stay healthy, Somerville. For Wave TV, I'm Mike Hicks.
Good morning, Somerville. As the spring sports season is coming to a close, our school's teams have made some impressive achievements. Here's this week's sports report. Starting with soccer, the varsity girls finished their season strong by going 10-5, and the JV boys went 7-4, winning nearly all of their away games. Our baseball and softball teams have also done very well so far. Our boys are currently number 1 in the region, having won 6 away games and 4 home games. Our girls are number 3 in the region, having won 4 away games and 4 home games. Next up is tennis. Our tennis teams have been doing very well for themselves, and this past week they went to compete in the lower state championships. Finally, we come to track and field. Last week was the region championship, and both teams did great, with the girls coming in second and boys winning the meet. Those who qualified are running today and tomorrow to try and go on to state. All of these teams have done amazing things considering the immense obstacles they've had to overcome this past year. Let's root for our teams for making the championship, Somerville. For Wave TV, I'm Isaac Cinnamon.
Thank you to our nurses. You all do so much for us here at Somerville. And congratulations to all our spring sports teams on your wins. That's all we have for you this week, Somerville. Be sure to tune in next week and have a great weekend. For Wave TV, I'm Marley Bassett.
A new threat is coming, sir. I know. I'll need something new as well. Something stronger. I'll get right on it.